Is the frequency news? Yeah, no, it's not. I've been listening for a couple of about 20 minutes. So this is K4PW net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Is there any emergency or semi-priority traffic? Nothing heard. If there's an emergency, call 911. Can't do that, or even if you can do that, you can get us to help you or help you in communicating what the problem is or fixing the problem. The net may be broken at any time for an emergency or emergency traffic. I'm not sure you'd be passing emergency traffic too, unless it was to the local authorities, I guess. For information on our web, you can watch us right now on YouTube. You can look at my call K4PEW in the search block for YouTube. And if you don't know what YouTube is, forget what I just said. Everybody knows what that is, I think, except for maybe some older grandparents. Anyway, you can see my radio analog meter, or the analog meter connected to my radio, I should say. You can see how well your signal is doing versus other people's signals. You can also hear other people's stations if you can't hear them with your own. You can also see us on some information on Simplex at 146.415.net. Real easy to remember. That's got some nice information, I think, on Simplex and how to go about making a net if you so choose. Also, you can go to groups.io, where we have a site for email communications and reminders, and nice forum for questions, hopefully answers, and even selling and buying ham equipment. No used cars, please. And you can also sign up for that email list, by the way. Or you can email me at k4pew@rrl.net. We normally meet every Wednesday and Saturday night, as if there was any doubt. We've been doing that for nigh on 8 years, coming September 20th or so. So June, July, 3 months away. July, August, September, just about 3 months away. So we've been doing this for 7 years and 9 months. My rudimentary math skills there. We conduct a net, of course, on 146.415. That's .415.net. Yeah, right, on that. 146.415 FM. And we're also tonight we're doing a net on 10 meters on 28.415 upper side meter. Purpose of the net is have fun, figure out how much money you can spend on ham radio equipment, and at what point you get happy, and you can tell me at what point in the thousands of dollars will you be happy with your ham radio setup. But it is to have fun, ultimately, and that's why we don't want to take ourselves too seriously. Hopefully this net is fun to listen to, and conversational, and we don't have any rules. Well, mostly don't have any rules. As far as announcements, we do those 2 nets tonight. Next Saturday, that is this coming Saturday, which is the next Saturday. We often say next Saturday is the first Saturday following the one we're coming up on. This Saturday, which is 3 days from now, we're having another breakfast. That'd be a Simplexton breakfast over at the Golden Corral in Hermitage. You can just look it up. It's on whatever road that is. Hermitage? No, it's not. It's on Hermitage? No, it's not on Hermitage Boulevard. Whatever that is, I can never remember the name of that stinking road. Anyway, it's right on the corner of Old Lebanon Dirt Road and that one. But if you look up Golden Corral, there's only one in Hermitage. One, so it's impossible to miss. It'll be sent out as a reminder, by the way. We have a lot of fun at the breakfast, and the more the merrier. You don't have to worry about being there on time, because we don't do any formal meetings or anything. It's just fun to have a breakfast or coffee, or you don't have to even eat if you don't want to. Let's see, where are we? That's about it. Does anybody else have any announcements, please? Well, we also have in about 3 weeks is the ARRL field day, which if anybody would like to participate, they can find a club to participate with. But the Wilson County Amateur Club is having their event at the Cedars of Lebanon Park, which easy to find if you know where that is, and they're on that main road, so it'll be hard to miss. But that's the last Saturday of the month, last weekend of the month. Any other announcements other than the 10-meter net on Sunday nights? 10-meter nets Sunday nights. There's a whole bunch of other nets during the week, which we send out reminders about the Simplex nets and about a couple of repeater nets and our own nets and the breakfast. So that's why it's good to sign up for the email reminders. I can't even remember them actually without the reminder system. No other announcements?
Oh, that's the old Hickory Boulevard you were trying to think of.
Oh yeah, it's Old Hickory. I should have remembered that. It's unbelievable. I think I told you my mother's best friend, and throughout her life, more or less, since kindergarten, if you can imagine. He served in the Old Hickory Division in World War II as they marched through Europe and liberated cities and camps, prisoner of war camps. Anyway, and he attended the first reunion of Old Hickory Division, which was in Nashville. So it's kind of neat. It's a neat connection there. Anyway, 10 meter net Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. And 28415, ably handled by Michael KM4YRF. Any other announcements? Very good. This is net number 803. We'll be starting from the east, but we'll be taking check-ins from where people are short on time first. Please come now if you're short on time.
KO4 Oscar 4 Papa Zulu X-ray, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Very good. Papa Zulu X-ray. Hold on one second because I had KO4. I forgot the rest of your call there, Roy.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. It's OKE. That's right. OK Corral there. So you didn't have to, you were going to have a, early check-in earlier than that, and you didn't use it.
Well, that's okay. I'm getting ready to finish my workout, and I thought, hey, it's time, so I thought I'd jump on real quick before I go back to work.
What's the workout? Changing the battery in your bicycle?
Sure, I just put a backup camera on it, so why not? No, I got about 20 more minutes of biking to do.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I was as I got off of my my regimen of doing 30 minutes on the rowing machine. If I got paid based upon the amount I sweat, I'd be the richest man on earth.
I believe I'd have you beat, but it'll be all right. I'll be second.
All right, very good. Everything else going okay for you?
All is well. I'm still trying to figure out what that Texaco is, but like I said, if I don't hear from you before, I'll find out next week.
I'll figure it out. Somehow I'll figure it out. Anyway, that's anything else for the net, Roy?
Yep, that's it. KO4OKE out.
Very good. That's Roy. He is in Madison. That's where he is. KO4 Oscar Kilo Echo. Name is Roy. Good signal, Roy. He was over in this neck of the woods for a personal event. We were talking earlier from his mobile. Is it KO4 PZX? Is that what that is? The next caller? Papa Zulu X-ray?
This is KO4 PZX. Yeah, you're in and out. I might be just a little too far away for me to get you too well.
I don't know. What are you using for an antenna there?
I'm running just a discone antenna in my attic. It's about 35 feet up in the air.
Oh yeah, discones don't have much gain. They're decent antennas, and they don't get much out very well. Which I'm receiving you just fine. You're doing fine to me. But an indoor antenna, I have a discone in the attic too, but I only use it for like AM and FM broadcast stations. But yeah, even a quarter wave vertical in the attic would do better than the discone for an FM net.
Yeah, I'm mostly on HF, but I'm gonna start getting into some more simplex here, so I'll probably adjust what I'm doing up there.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. It's like I said, you're doing fine into my station. You got a good strong signal with that discone.
I'm in the Blackman area of Murfreesboro, right behind Blackman High School, right about 96 and Medical Center.
Cool. Yeah, I know about where that is. You're doing a fine job here, though, and it's Joe, right?
That's correct, Joe.
Very good, Joe. Good to have you on. I don't think you checked in before, did you?
Roger that. A long time ago, I checked in, and now I'm just getting back to it. You kind of lost me to HF for a while.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. In a lot of ways, there's a lot more territory to cover in the HF world, isn't there? Anything else for the net tonight, Joe?
I do not. I just wanted to check in and see how my signal was doing.
Yeah, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Give me one more time. I wasn't looking at my signal again. Just give me your call and let me watch that meter again.
My call is Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Zulu X-ray.
Okay, yeah. You know what's funny is your audio is fantastic, just fine. If I hadn't looked, I would not have guessed what your signal strength was. But it's not even moving my meter, if you can imagine. But I'm hearing you just fine.
Okay, roger that. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, no, really, I'm serious. If you have room in your attic to get, or to get it outside would be ideal. But if you have room in your attic to get a quarter wave or a 5/8 wave antenna in your attic, if that's where you want it to be, you'll do much better with that than the discount on 2 meter.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that and give it a shot. I got plenty of room up there. I got quite a long attic.
Very good. Glad to hear it. Well, very good. That was Joe in Murfreesboro, Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Zulu X-ray, and with the dreaded. It's not a J-pole. It's a discone in the attic, but he's doing fine to me. And I hope some of you can hear him. I don't know if you can hear him farther away, but I can certainly hear him well here. Who else is short on time?
Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie Hotel.
Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie Hotel. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, Paul. Long time no see. I've had a little bit of hiatus from ham radio, but heard you calling that night. Figured I'd jump on there and at least catch you in short time.
Yeah, very good, Justin. Well, I'm not going to ask you where you've been. That's kind of too personal. But you've been busy, I hope, in ham radio in some way.
Oh yeah, certainly busy. I'm up here in Gallatin and running some trucking operations, and so yeah, just super busy. Kids at home, all that good stuff.
No, you're not. If it's a trucking operation, it's really a cash for gas operation at this point.
It is these days. It's getting rough.
It's a diesel operations.
It is running 40 trucks.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a feat unto itself. But man, the fuel cost must be killing you guys this time.
Yeah, we're looking at right now. It's about double what we budgeted at the beginning of the year for fuel purchases that's going on right now. So yeah, pretty frustrating.
Yeah, I just heard on the radio that the gas was $1.80. I think it was 2 years ago. I'm not sure if it was that was I have the right numbers on that. But you figure if it went from 180 and it's now four something, that's essentially 3 times the cost of 2 years ago.
That's a fact. I mean, right now we're averaging over $5.60 a gallon for diesel countrywide from what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, I feel like we're living in a bizarro world here, don't you?
Most definitely. A lot of people keep saying there's a recession coming and all that good stuff, but I don't know. I guess I'm thankful I'm in a safe industry when it does come to that kind of stuff. The goods still got to move.
Yeah, they do, and it's a marvel, really, of capitalism that it moves so well.
That's a fact. To be efficient these days is a difficult undertaking, but every now and then you can get lucky.
Well, I don't think I have to tell you that running any operation on the highways, it's more than just scheduling. It's all the things that involve the safety and the drivers and oh my gosh, it's a giant web of accuracy, you know.
The safety and compliance is the hard part. Getting stuff from point A to point B is can be challenging. You deal with breakdowns and everything else, but checking all the boxes that you got to check just to be able to run a business these days is hard enough in itself.
Oh yeah, well my hat's off to you, Justin. I'm glad you're doing well, and hope you get back here soon.
Yeah, man, it's great checking in tonight. I wasn't going to wait for you to get to the north, but I figured I'd throw my 2 cents in there. But I'll let you get back to the net, and thank you again, Paul. This is W3JCH.
Yeah, very good. That was Justice in Gallatin. Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie Hotel. Been going from here for a while. I'm sure he's been very busy with a huge trucking operation like that. Who else is short on time?
Whiskey 8, Papa. K4BWA, Ricky in Portland.
Hey, hold on, Ricky. I did hear Philip. Philip, are you operating mobile or something?
Yeah, Paul, I'm mobile. We're standing in the parking lot. WAPLA here.
Ah, very good. Just fleeing justice again?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. Are you guys having a meeting tonight or something? No copy on that one, Philip. I know. Is anybody else copying what Philip said? Because it's all just noise and squelch breaking there. No, nobody's listening to you, Philip. All right, well, listen, you can try again, but if I can't hear you, please appreciate you checking in and hope you're doing all right. All right, very good. That was Philip. He's mobile in Lebanon as Whiskey 8 Papa Lima Alpha. Ricky, I heard you in there. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. It was good to hear Justin on there. I hadn't heard him in a long time. That was W3JCH. I was wondering what happened to him.
Yeah, I think you got busy.
Oh yeah, sounds like he did. You know, I mean, it got doing a trucking company. I was hearing him on the radio a lot, and he was checking in, and then all of a sudden I didn't hear no more, and I was wondering what had happened to him. But I'm glad he's okay and everything's going well for him.
Well, see, the deal is though, Ricky, because of what you do and what I do, we're holding down the fort for him, waiting for him to come back. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's right. Uh, we'll be looking forward to that day. I'm in a little better shape today than I was the last time I checked in. Man, I was tell you what, I was so tired that night. I I was kind of like almost brain dead.
Oh, I can believe it. I can believe it. If you had a long day, it can be murderous to be on the air, you know?
Well, I think it was a long week. You know, it was just one of those weeks that just was overwhelming and took a lot out of me.
I remember when I was young, even when I was young, when I was working really long hours outside in the summer in the heat of Florida, and we were working 12-hour days. And by the time the end of the week came, I was surprised I didn't fall asleep with my face in the mashed potatoes, you know?
Yeah, I can relate. I've been there. But no, I don't want to hold up the net, and I may hang around a little bit tonight. But I just in case I cut out early, I wanted to go ahead and do my check-in and wish 73s to everybody out there. And you're doing a great job, Paul. Appreciate what you do. And that's about it. This is Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha. Turning it back over to net control.
Yeah, very good. That's Ricky, Kilo for Bravo Whiskey Alpha. He's in Portland. He also does a Simplex net on Thursday nights, which is tomorrow night. And I have him also on the schedule, reminder schedule. And he's on 147,555. It's at 8 p.m. on Thursday nights. So you can catch him there. Make sure to check in with Ricky. He's got a good net up to. Who else is, if you got a decent antenna, you can cover them pretty much from anywhere in Davidson or Wilson County, and possibly even Rutherford. Who else is short on time? Very good. Let's move over to the east.
WA4ZHI, James and Mount Juliet.
So you got you got your ears all tuned in for that, don't you, there, James?
Yeah, I was waiting on that.
Very good. Everything going well for you today?
Go out and do some work today, but it was okay. A little bit of rain.
Yeah, the rain would pop in and out today, didn't it?
Yeah, I tried to stay out of the rain. We went out and did some shopping.
Oh man. And that's the other thing is no matter what you do, you're spending a lot of money these days. I mean, even things as silly as dog food went up about 15%.
Well, I don't have a dog, but I had to go out and buy gas and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, it makes you want to cry when that. I know even when I just fill up a 15-gallon tank or 16-gallon tank and I drop $75, you go, man, I didn't used to spend that much money.
I don't have much choice about it, but I guess.
No, we don't have a choice, really. We don't. I mean, I complain, but it is, it's one of those sayings. It is what it is.
You got that right.
There's nothing I can do about it other than just to conserve on my trips. That's all.
Yeah, just don't go very many places.
No, I try not to. Anyway, anyone else for the net for you, James?
Say that again?
See anything else for the net?
Can't think of anything.
All right, very good. Do you check in any other nets during the week?
No, this is the first time.
Okay, very good. Just wondered. Very good. You're a real. You're only checking to the ones marked Mount Juliet. Good to have you in there, James. That's Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. He's here right here in Mount Juliet, right almost smack in the middle. Who else is from the east? Please come in.
W4VS.
Hey, Eddie, what's up?
Not much. Just all that check in and hope everybody's doing okay. And got a little rain over here. It poured for a while.
Yeah, I love that thing you sent me about Starbucks cups. That cracked me up.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh, I'm not debating it at all. Um, I'd rather just go to McDonald's. I mean, they're only $1, you know?
Well, there's probably other places doing it also. It ought to be against the law.
It's weird. If anybody's wondering what we're talking about, I'll have to look at, if I can see if I can find that online and I'll send it out to the troops if it's on YouTube. It must be on YouTube, unless Starbucks had it pulled.
Yeah, you get the same amount with a small, medium, or large.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine even saying that. It doesn't sound true. But if they have a little illustration, and it's nice, it's a nice illustration. It's not a magical trick. You can take the small cup from Starbucks, fill it up right to the brim, or even not right to the brim. Just fill it up like you normally fill up a cup of coffee. And you can pour it into the medium, whatever they call the medium, and it fills it to the brim. And if you take that and you fill it into the large, or whatever they call their largest, the tall, I guess, I'm not sure, and it fills it to the top. They've got a weird design, so you're paying the same for the same amount whether you buy the small, medium, or large. I'm glad I don't buy at Starbucks.
Yeah, it's too high price for me. But nice to do it today, and hope everybody's doing okay. W4D.
Yeah, very good. That's Eddie in Gladeville, Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray. Great signal as always. Who else is east? A little scratchy right now. Are you using the beam tonight, Wes? Yeah, it must be. Is you are? You said you are using the beam?
I bumped the power right now. I'm in my truck. I'm not at the house, so I'm mobile.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, yeah, you got. It's a little rough copy. It's a little better now, but yeah, good to have you in there. You didn't do any working out more today?
Now I'm taking a rest. Pour myself out. But hey, don't forget this weekend is June VHS UHF thing contest. So there's going to be more activity on 6 2 and 432. So I want to send that out. KD4TWS.
Oh yeah, the UHF VHF contest is this weekend, so there'll be a lot of people on the air on 2 meters, 70 centimeters, 6 meters. Does that include 10 meters in that contest?
No, but the way I look at it is I don't give a crap about any score here at the but it's just more activity on frequencies and wavelengths. Like for example, 432. Like not a lot of activity, but this weekend you might. So it's worth trying the calling frequencies or in or around there this weekend. KE4TWS.
Yeah, I'm the same. I do the same thing, Wes. It's when there's contests for any given band or any in different mode, it's just a way to find a lot of people on the air to see how well you can do. Not a question as I've never submitted a log once. I've helped in submitting logs for field day, but that's the only time I've ever done it. And I don't, that contests don't get me excited. I know they do some people, but yeah, it's just nice having that many people on the air so you can figure out what's going on with your station.
Totally agree. All right. Nothing more for the net. 73. Thank you. KE4TWI.
Yeah, very good. That was Wes. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey Indy. He's mobile in the Lebanon area. But and it is true. VHF UHF contest with this weekend. You can look it up on the web. Who else is east?
KG4CXE, Kristen Mount Juliet.
Man, you surprised me. You're not supposed to check in this early in the net,
Well, I didn't want to step on West there.
No, I know. Normally you pop in either at the end of this net or the first part of the next one.
Fashionably late.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't want to give the impression that it's that important to you.
What's funny, man, is I missed the last one on the 2 meters, and I was like, well, I'm definitely getting on the upper side band.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. No, it's true that some people, it's a mental issue. Not in ham radio. I'm just talking about it's not that they want to be fashionably late. They just don't give a damn about your schedule.
What's funny is I'll sit here and listen to it, and I'll be doing something else, and then suddenly I'll realize it's time to check in, and then it's too late.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, in some ways, I've listened to a lot of nets over the years, and it's actually fun just sometimes, not always, to just listen to a net to see the activity and hear what's going on. It isn't so important that I show up, like I'm gracing somebody with my presence,
You know what? I enjoy the antenna. I'm hearing more, so it's gotten more enjoyable because of that.
Oh yeah, your signal's killer here, and are you hearing a lot more? I mean, just everywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like I say, it makes ham radio so much more fun. Well, very good. Anything else on that, Chris?
No, that's all I've got. 73.
All right, that was Chris. Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-Ray Echo. He's in the dead zone between Gladeville and Mount Juliet, south of Ford. Who else is east?
KQ4
Is that KG4, Kilo Golf 4?
Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Echo Tango, and also Chris.
Oh, very good. Good to have you in there, Chris. I know you've checked in before. How are you doing?
I'm good. I got to link up with that other Chris because I'm also in that Mount Juliet Gladeville area. That makes it confusing.
No, not really. It's hard to find if I knew where the city line was there. But even so, I think most people who live in Gladeville have a Mount Juliet address.
Yeah, probably so.
So how are you doing? What kind of antenna you got over there? Because your signal is so much, it's about half or a third of what Chris is. The other Chris, I should say.
Yeah, I'm running an HT.
Oh, that's why. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. You got a great signal for an HT.
Yeah, might be a good night.
Yeah, very good. Which kind of HT do you use?
Oh, the nefarious spurious emissioner.
Oh, don't be so nasty, man. It's just a Bofang.
Yeah, I have a signal stick on it though, so it's probably helping me rank a little bit. Get better return.
Hey, listen, I'm willing to bet that Bofang, because there's got to be a billion of them out there in the market by now.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm trying to upgrade to a mobile. I've got an STM 300 on order, but it's all back ordered where I ordered it from. But like, it seems like everybody else has got it.
Which one did you order?
STM 300, the Yaku.
Oh yeah, very nice radio.
That's what I'm hearing. I just need to get my mitts on.
Well, yeah, just I'm not sure where you ordered it from, but there must be a big demand for them.
Yeah, there's that, and then the chip shortage issue with everything is causing a crunch on everything.
Yeah, well, I'd hate to say it's a supply chain problem in the sense that how many chips can you pack on one truck,
Right. Yeah, there is that, but then it's the chips getting into the factory where they're made in either China or Japan, and then the logjam starts from there.
I have this feeling that if China stopped shipping us electronics components, uh, drugs, vitamins, and a lot of consumer goods, they could shut us down in a week.
Absolutely, but I think it would be helpful something for them too.
Oh, no question about it. I mean, we have a what do you call it? I don't know what they call it. A relationship that it's like I don't know. It's like a bad marriage relationship. We like each other, but we can't separate. We hate each other, but can't separate from each other.
We're doing it for the kids now.
I guess. Well, we could fix them and just shut down all the WalMarts. Well, very good, Chris. And Chris is also in the Mount Juliet / Gladeville area. That's Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Echo Tango. I did get that right, didn't I, Chris?
You did indeed.
Very good. And he's, like I said, Gladeville / Mount Juliet area. Who else is east? KK4. You at home tonight there, Bill?
Negative. I'm here on West Main in Maple Road.
Oh, okay, very good. No, your signal was crappy, and you're usually much better than that.
Yeah, it's not the best antenna in the world on this rig.
Well, you're also at ground level, aren't you?
Roger that. How you doing, Paul?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I'm couldn't get any better. I'm looking forward to the fall already.
Too much heat already?
Well, it's not so much. I enjoy the weather outside. I always do, unless it's steaming, terribly hot. But I enjoy being outside. But it's just that when I'm working hard, I sweat like a, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you what.
Like all this yard work, doing stuff, cars, horse, wax, and all of that. It's warming out this year. I'll tell you, I've got it. I never thought I'd have. I got muscles I never even realized I had. That hurt.
Oh yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. I don't, like I said, it's not a question of whether I like it. It's just uncomfortable. If I'm having to be in direct sunlight for a long time, which, I mean, I don't mind it. It's just I don't feel like getting burned up. And like I said, the uncomfortableness of sweating all the time is a pain to me. Anyway, anything else for the net, Bill?
Thank you, Tori. Thanks a lot. Thanks for all you do, Paul, and I'll turn it back to you.
All righty, that was Bill. He's mobile, but he's normally in Possum Town. It's Kilo for Whiskey Uniform. Instrumental in putting together the Ham Quest. And that's going real well. By the way, Ham Quest is next month. I think it's the 26th, isn't it, Bill?
That would be the 30th.
Oh, it is the 30th. I don't know why I thought it was the 26th. It is the 30th, though, which is a Saturday.
Roger, Roger. Definitely. Yeah, we've got pretty much same guys there, same commercial vendors will be there. We've got Satellite Sam, which does a lot with LED lighting and accessories and stuff. So, and we've got an embroiderer coming out. So come on out. It's going to be a good one. Another good one. Number 7.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. You're right. I think it is going to be great. A lot of pent-up demand there. Anyway, Bill, KK4WU, mobile, but normally in Possum Town. Who else is east?
K4HQ.
Hey, hold on, Brent. I got Stan in there. How you doing, Stan?
Doing well, Paul. How about you?
I'm doing great. Had dinner, had dessert. I'm feeling fat, dumb, and happy.
That's good.
Everything going well for you with your antenna?
Yeah, I think me and Robin fixed it. So far, it looks good.
Very good. Yeah, it's a pain when it starts to tune something up and it doesn't want to tune.
And the problem with this one was whenever you turned it towards the north, it wouldn't be intermittent. It was like whenever the coax flex there were the big tail and the coax from the transmitter connected, it wouldn't flex and cause an intermittent connection.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you got it fixed. Anything else going on in your world that's exciting?
Nah, I went to the dermatologist today to see what the spots are on my arm. And she said they're bruises, and it kind of comes along getting old.
Yeah, you can join that club for certain. I see Mark Same. I said, hey, I don't remember that one before.
Yeah, she told me some stuff to get to put on them that would help them clear up. So I got some. It's kind of pricey, but I got some today.
Yeah, well, if they don't like the way my skin looks, they can just look away then. That was a good stand. Good to have you in there. That's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel, Quebec Echo. Brent, I hear you in there.
Hey, Paul, I'm mobile tonight on an AC, just coming in back into Mount Juliet as I'm meeting up with Lebanon. So, yeah, I just thought I'd give you a for something.
Hold on, Richard. Say that again, Brent. Yo, Brent.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I didn't copy everything you said. Richard jumped in there, didn't realize you were on station there.
Yeah, we both just came from a meeting. Yeah, I'm just hitting Mount Juliet city limits back, so I figure I'd give you a hello.
Yeah, very good. Do my feeble brain an opportunity to hear your call again because I wrote it down wrong again.
Kilo Echo 4, Romeo, Victor, Quebec.
Yeah, I would expect I'd have them all memorized, and I kind of do. But anyway, I got yours in there. Kilo Echo 4, Romeo, Victor, Quebec. Hope you're doing well.
Doing great. Just working all the time.
Well, it's good for the soul and for the pocketbook.
It's good for the gas tank.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. It's a sore spot these days.
Absolutely. Well, listen, my friend, 73s, and I'll try to get you next week.
Very good. That's Brent. He's in, well, he's mobile tonight, coming back from Lebanon. Kilo Echo 4 Romeo Victor Quebec. I believe I heard Richard in there, KI4 SIB.
Good evening to you, sir. Hope everything going well down in your neck of the woods, because I just got home from that meeting and check in KI4SOR, if you would, please, sir. I won't hold you. Just wanted to say hello and good evening. 7:30, everybody that can hear my voice. KI4SIB back to net. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, did you resolve all of the ham world's problems at tonight's meeting?
Oh, you know we did. Each and every all of them. Did we have breakfast this Saturday?
Yes, we do. You better be there too.
I'm planning on it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you there.
Yeah, but today maybe, I mean Saturday, I think we'll have a different plan at breakfast. You have to eat a plate full of desserts first.
That's right. That makes perfectly good sense to me.
Yeah, very good. That was Richard, KI4SIB, and his bride's there with him, KI4SOR, Stephanie. Who else is East? Hold on. I got ECV in there. Who was that other station? Okay, I got you in. Oh, you didn't hear me earlier there, Philip?
I got broken transmission on your birthday. Yeah, I'm just getting out. I'm headed back to East as well. Let this thing be. Let me greet everybody and thanks for doing it. Okay, see you later.
Yeah, very good. Your signal's really, well, it's better than it was earlier. Earlier it was really all messed up, but now at least I can hear you. It sounds like you're sitting down in a hole somewhere with a little rubber ducky sticking up out of the hole. That was Philip making sure he was checking. Whiskey 8 Papa Lima Alpha. Blaber heard Echo Charlie Victor. Wasn't that Larry in there?
Yeah, but I was wrong. I'm west. I went east.
That's all right. We don't. You're east of somebody.
Mobile, up here on top of the plateau. Just checking in, say howdy. Say hello.
It's, oh, give me your call again. I know it's Echo Charlie Victor. What's the prefix again?
Kilo Bravo 5. Echo Charlie.
Yeah, very good. You know, I got so used to in Florida, it was easy to get used to all kinds of different numbers because of the not only the snowbirds, but the people who would come down from the north and they all had different calls. You know, from Michigan, there were a lot of 2 calls and 1 calls and, you know, that kind of stuff. Here, there's a lot, you know, the prevalence is 4 calls. You know, not that I say it's wrong to have another call, but it just, when somebody has a 5 or an 8 or, you know, a different, it throws me a curve.
Yeah, well, just to get my other traffic, because it looks like the radio wouldn't work.
You said you had other traffic?
That's why I was saying, but it's going to work until we're on top of the plateau. Yeah, well, I think it's all I'll just keep it. That's why when I put Skylight, so you had to change the call, you went to a different call zone, but 4 years after that, so.
I caught most of that, Larry, but are you mobile right now or are you moving around? Because it was a lot of in and out, almost like picket fencing static in. Say again?
Yeah, mobile advance.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I was going to say your signal's always so much better than that. Yeah, very good. That was Larry, Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor. And yeah, don't ever worry. People don't ever worry about, you know, if you need a place to check in and you're mobile or whatever, it doesn't, you know, we don't have any rules about, you know, we just do that for kind of convenience, keeping some order to the check-ins. So everybody we change it every week, you know, on where we start. Everybody doesn't have to wait for the whole net to jump in. Anyway, Larry, good to have you in there. Who else? Was there another station in there? Another station from the east? North, please come now.
Kilo Delta 4, Golf Oscar November.
Well, that sounds like Danny to me.
It is.
You doing all right, Danny?
Oh, yeah. I'm sitting here trying to write calls down too, trying to get used to it.
Oh yeah, it's I guess I'm used to it after 800 nets, you know, among other things I've done, and it makes it. I guess it forces, at least in my case, it forces me to pay attention. You know, if I can, I try to pay attention and I try to remember the calls. But we get enough calls here. It's hard to keep track of them all.
Oh yeah. Well, it's hard sitting here trying to copy them and write them down.
Well, it can be, yeah. I mean, I had when I was working on a ship or historic ship down in Tampa, and we'd go out at sea for once or twice a year, and because it would be maritime mobile, when we got on the air, man, it was a pileup, just to the biggest of pileups, as big as pileups get. Be a lot of people trying to work a maritime mobile victory ship, a World War II vessel on the air, and boy, does that stretch the brain. Let me tell you, trying to pick out calls amongst all these people screaming for you.
Oh, I can imagine. I sit there and on ATM and I listen to them, and they'll call and they'll call and they'll call, and finally you'll hear one last call, and that'll be the one the guy goes back to.
Yeah, no, it's a challenge because you'd love to be able to get everybody, but it's not always possible. There's only so much time. But again, in those kind of things, you're just jumping from one call to the next. There's not much talk going on.
Right.
Anyway, I can't say I really enjoyed that. It was more of a service to other hams, when we were doing that, and we'd log several hundred in one day.
Well, I can imagine. When I listen to these people from different countries and everybody's trying to get to them, it's,
No, it's when you've got a weak station trying to reach them and they never get hold of you. And I've been on, I don't know how many times I've happened to be, but I say, oh man, I got to work that station, and then I keep calling and calling and calling. An hour and a half goes by, and then he goes, hey, I got to go, guys. See you later.
oh yeah, I know.
Anyway, but that's just life. I mean, it's that's just ham radio. You can't. Everybody doesn't have a 1500-watt station.
Yeah, I know it.
Anyway, anything else good for the net, Danny?
No, just sitting here copying the mail, trying to see how many I can copy.
Yeah, very good. Your signal is very good.
Oh, thank you.
Sounds good. You're a solid S9 here and good audio. That was Danny in Gallatin or West Gallatin, Kilo Delta 4, Golf, Oscar, November. Who else is north?
Kilo Echo 4 with the Echo.
Oh man, where you been? Kilo Echo 4, Whiskey Echo. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just sitting there listening to the net, trying to see who all I can hear.
Yeah, it's. I think it's partly the fun for some folks is trying to understand who they can hear, particularly if they're trying to get a better antenna or they have a better antenna.
Well, yeah, I just finally got my 2-meter antenna up, and so I can hear a lot more than what I could even a couple years back. I used the handy talkie to listen, but I couldn't hardly hear anyone. Of course, this is a lot better.
Yeah, and that's partly the fun of doing simplex is finding out what works best for your location. Because if you start out with a poor elevation to begin with, let's say there are some people who are there. I mean, if they're in along the Cumberland River and they're at 480 feet or what, I forget what the elevation is, they're not going to hear very much. But they can only do the best they can with what they can afford. Because I don't see anybody putting up a 200-foot tower who lives on the Cumberland River.
No, not at all. I'm just over like 530 feet or something. I'm not close to the river, but close enough that it's still low, and it matters.
Oh, it matters a great deal, but again, it's being content with what you have because you either just live with it because the alternative is you either move or you put up a big tower. Anyway, anything else good? I'm glad we were getting your. So I take it you're improving things somewhat with the new antenna.
Oh, definitely. I'm a procrastinator, so I've had the antenna for a year. I just never got it up on a mast and got it up to use it. Initially, I didn't have a 2-meter radio. I just had the handy talkie, and of course, that antenna would have worked with a handy talkie.
Oh, there's no question about it. I don't know if you were around. A couple of years ago, I hooked up my HT to this antenna, and the HT puts out a 25. Dang, I got to get it straight. I think it's less than a watt. I think it's a quarter of a watt when it's on low power battery, and people could hear me well at 15 miles away.
Yeah, it's about a year and a half ago. I tried that with this antenna. I just sort of stuck it up real quick, and handy talkie. Yes, I was talking to I think Mike over in Nashville.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's usually surprising to new hams how well 5 watts will get out if the antenna's in a good spot.
No doubt.
Well, very good, Keith. Anything else for the net tonight? I'm glad you're getting better.
No, that's all. Just listening in. Thanks.
Very good. That's Kilo Echo 4 Whiskey Echo Keith. He's in Gallatin. Who else is north? Anybody else north?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Paul North Mount Juliet Lake. Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey Carlin up here in Angeltown Bethpage.
Hey, hold on, Carlin. I had Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. How you doing, Paul?
Hey, good. Glad to be home for a minute.
Yeah, you haven't been around for a little while.
Yeah, it's gotten busy this summer.
You had to do a lot of traveling, I take it.
Yeah, I've been in and out, bouncing around, and then got home and got some bathroom projects to keep me busy.
No, bathroom projects aren't good.
No, it started out with a leak, and now I'm ripping drywall out.
Yeah, I had one of those in Florida. It had rained, which isn't unusual in the summer in Florida, and I had a carport. And I walked out in the carport, and there's water on the carport. I said, "Man, a lot of water must have blown in here during that rainstorm." And it was just covered with water. And then I realized I didn't have any hot water. And I said, "What the heck? I got gas water here." Then I realized that my hot water main, the hot water line, went from the water heater, which was in a room adjacent to the carport, busted underneath the slab in the house. So I had to rerun all the hot water to the kitchen and the 2 bathrooms.
Oh, well, hopefully this won't be that bad. It's all right behind the shower head there, down to the spigots and all, but it's still a mess.
Oh yeah, I've done that, been there, done that. And let's put it this way: it's easy if you're a plumber and you do it for a living. It's not. I can make it all work, but it takes me only 3 or 4 times as long.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm not a fan of drywall work, but I guess it has to be done.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. The drywallers make it look easy.
Oh yeah, I love watching some of the videos of those guys that just bang that stuff up and cut it and bend it and do it all with a knife and a hammer.
Don't make me laugh because I've seen because those guys they just zip it all together and you go. It's like watching a golfer. It looks so easy until you try it.
Yeah, I sure made a mess out of it already.
Yeah. I made my messes recently here too with some drywall, but I'm not too bad. I mean, given the right conditions, I can do pretty well with drywall. It's just that it's such a pain in the butt.
Yeah, not one of those things you want to do when you got a couple days at home, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I understand, and it's actually the hard part isn't getting it fit. It's the finishing work that makes it look. If you can finish it and make it look like nothing happened, that's the dream, but it never seems to work out that way.
Yeah, that's the patience part that I don't usually have.
Yeah, you asked the XYL, you don't mind if we put some wallpaper on this one, do you?
Well, that's what it started out with, was removing some wallpaper, and then we found some other issues behind it.
I got you. I mean, the leak issue, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, one thing does seem to lead to it. It's like Murphy's Law.
I don't know where to stop. I'm almost at that point where I might just rip the whole thing apart now.
Yeah, no, I get it. I try to avoid those things, but when they have to be done, they got to be done. Anyway, anything else for the net there, Paul?
No, sir. Just happy to be here listening. Thanks for doing it. See you.
Very good. That's Paul here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. He's between the Lebanon Road and the river. And kind of a, I don't know if you call that a ridge, but it's fairly good elevation up along the north side of Lebanon Road.
By me?
Yeah, I think it is a slightly better elevation there.
Kind of low because I'm on the creek that dumps into the lake, so I'm only like 20 feet above lake level.
Oh, is that all? For some reason, I thought you were closer to Mount Juliet Road. I mean, Lebanon Road.
No, I forget what lake level is. I'm at 490, I think, here at the foundation.
Yeah, because I think the river's like at somewhere around 460 or 4 something like that.
Yeah, I got some hills there's a lot next to me that's like been for sale forever. One of these days, I'm going to dream about buying it, moving my house, or building a new one up there.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, very good. That's Paul, Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. He's not going to buy a new antenna. He's going to buy another lot next door to him. Carlin, I got you in there. What you up to?
Oh, I just remembered that the net went on tonight. I was thinking, wait, this is Wednesday, ain't it? Oh, that's right. We got a net down here. I looked at the clock. I thought it's 8 o'clock. It might be done with it, but now I don't know. So I just reeled on down here and found y'all talking.
Yeah, we're here, and it's a big net. There'll be a lot of people checking in tonight. I hope we're not upsetting anybody. We seem to be taking a while. How you doing, Carl?
Doing okay. I was expecting some rain or something tonight, but it just basically kind of cleared off. Just a light wind out there. It's kind of nice out. Excuse me, kind of nice out there. Just got through eating some macaroni and cheese hamburger helper, so and 2 little pieces of light bread folded over on some peanut butter. So that was my supper for the night. I didn't want to eat too much, but anyway, like I said, I've been outside a little bit and noticed how nice it was. I was thinking, well, that's nice. And I got to notice where the sun's going down in the west. I thought here in about the 21st, it's going to go down at that spot right up there, and then it's going to start going back the other way, and that's not good. I was thinking, it just got the summer, dadgummit, and now it's right here on the 21st. It's going to start heading back towards winter, and just seems like it's going awful fast.
Yeah, it does. Seems to go a lot faster towards the later years in your life, doesn't it? Hey, do me a favor. Give me your call again, because I think I wrote it down wrong. It's Kilo Delta 4. Is it Uniform Victor what? Yo.
Okay, I just figured out what was going on here. I heard some white noise coming in there, and that was on the subband receiver there. It just opened up on the squelch there. I said squelch up. Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. D4VUW.
Yeah, I transposed the Victor in the uniform. My mistake. But everything else going well for you?
Yeah, well, so far I'm still vertical.
Well, that's always a good sign, isn't it? As long as you're sitting upright and taking solid food, that's all the better.
Yeah, you're right about that. You know, the last time, a while back when I was in the hospital, they was asking me something to do with insurance and stuff, and next to kin or something or another. And I looked at them and said, well, I'd like to hang around a little bit longer and see what's going to happen. I mean, I'm not in that bad a shape, Emma. So she kind of laughed, but I don't know. Seems like when you get in the hospital, they try to figure out either get you out the door one way or another. So I prefer the better way myself, but oh well. Anyhow, like I said, I thought I'd check in. I heard the net going on. I'd check in and see what was going on and stuff. And with that, I guess I'll clear and let you take control of the net over and see if anybody else check in. So with that said, here it is.
Very good. That was Carlin, and that's Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey, and he's in Bethpage. Great signal. Good to have you in there, Carlin. Don't be a stranger. Who else is north? Hey, how you doing, Brian? Crappy signal again. What is with the conditions recently? Yeah, Tennessee. In other words, you're not paying enough. You're not paying enough for the right elevation real estate. Say that again. Well, Hendersonville's fine. I guess the problem is so much of Hendersonville is close to the river, Well, what's troubling, I say troubling, what's confusing is that sometimes your signal is not necessarily the best, but it doesn't have all that noise in it. And tonight there's a lot of noise in it.
I don't know what kind of noise it is. Maybe fan-based generated noise or something.
Well, that time there was just a little bit of a little tiny picket fencing, little flips of, just nothing in there, little blips. But last night I had our friend showed up again.
Oh yeah, well maybe they kind of got some interaction going on here.
I didn't respond to him, and I wanted to tell him his signal really sucked, but it wasn't even worth doing that.
Yeah, I think that I thought that one time he showed up. He was up here someplace. I think I actually must have passed by him. It was real loud when I went through an area. I thought, man, he might be both.
Hey, I don't know. I wish he'd find another hobby. In fact, I'd offer to buy him a CB rig if he wanted.
Well, I think you got to go with good sharp. I just want the sharp fit.
Very good. Anything else for the net, Brian?
I just figured I'd check in on it.
Yeah, I didn't catch all of that, but wanted to make sure he checked in today before you did, or as an early check-in is what he really did. But you both checked in tonight, so I'm glad. Yeah, very good. That was Brian. He's in Hendersonville. Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Tango Papa. Who else is north?
Recheck.
November Hotel Tango.
Hold on. Who's the recheck? Hold on, Hayes.
This is Carlin. I was curious who it was you was offering to buy CB.
There was a fella that was, I'm not sure where he is exactly. We have a good idea where he is. And he was doing willful interference on this frequency. And I don't understand people like that at all.
Would the last part of his call be SFF?
No, he won't. This person doesn't identify.
Oh, well, do you know what the guy's name is?
Nope, not at all. Doesn't give an ID, doesn't give a location, doesn't give a name, doesn't give anything. He thinks he's a wiseacre, saying all kinds of stupid things.
Okay. Well, I'll clear. I was curious. It might be who I'm thinking it is. So I don't know because he was really bad about doing that on repeaters. So anyway, let me back out and let you take over again. KD4 VW.
Yeah, that SFF. He actually his license expired.
That wouldn't stop him.
It did.
Well, like I said, it would not stop him. He would get another radio if they confiscated and go right back to work.
Yeah, I don't know. You're probably right. Anyway, very good, Carlin. Hayes, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good. I could hear that Brian guy booming in here. He's only, he's in Hendersonville too, so it sounded real good to me.
Yeah, he's not. Again, it's just something about. See, your signal should be better too, but again, the elevation issues in the parts of Hendersonville are awful compared to the way they. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're just not so good.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to think. I checked my elevation. I'm not right, but I thought I was like 500 and something. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what the elevation was, but I'm sitting in. I mean, my antenna's inside. Right now I'm inside the house. Actually, I'm upstairs with a mobile antenna, or a mega mount antenna on top of grounded with my power supply. So I don't know. It sounds probably about the same as it did when I'm in the car. I might be inside, but I'm up higher. So yeah, who knows?
Well, you fall into the same category as some other stations. You're not even bumping my meter at all. Not even moving. It's like you're not even there. But I hear your audio very well. A little bit of hash in there, but your audio is very good.
Yeah, all in time. I'd like to get a 2-meter vertical one day, but it's all in time. I'm just working on. Got my 10 meters. I'm working on the rest of HF here one day, and then it'll happen all in time. All the time. I don't got a lot of money, but little by little.
No, absolutely. You don't want to definitely. I wouldn't advocate that anybody spend all their working dough on radios when you got family and other issues that got to be paid for. So this is a hobby. It's not a, it's nice to have nice things, but all in good time.
Yeah, and what fun would that be to have one of these stations you were talking about, 1,500 watts and a gigantic tower or whatever? Sometimes it's more fun to be the little guy. You don't know what you're going to get. It's like fishing. Just a vertical. One day I want my wire up for HF, and I guess that's good enough. Sometimes it's not, I don't even look and see where the X is coming. I turn on the radio and see which fish are going to bite. I guess that family is just another kind of fish.
Oh, absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. It's that. I think the term I've heard used about it is that you get on the air and by serendipity you find out other stations that can hear you, and that's great. Anyway, that's Hayes. He's in Hendersonville, November 8th, November Hotel Tango. Decent audio signal, a little, but he's inside with an inside antenna, so it's there's reasons that signals go bad. Who else is north? North or west?
Kilo Bravo 4, Kilo Delta Lima, Cary, and Portland.
Hey, Carrie, how are you doing?
I'm just fine. First time check-in. I just learned about this net the other night when I was on one of the other nets locally. And so I decided to check in. No traffic. Just wanted to see how things work and listen around to everybody. And most of the people I can't hear, but some of them I have.
Well, that's the fun, really. It's the ones you can't hear that bother you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, on Simplex, it's understandable, especially with these little hills around here. But I'm up really high, so I should be getting down in the valley pretty good.
Now, you're located where, Carrie?
I'm about 3 miles south of Portland in a very flat area, just after the mountain comes up 800 feet. We're about 900 feet elevation up here.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you've got a decent signal and a decent audio from Portland area.
Okay, well, thank you. You're 5x9 in here, have been the whole time. By the way, what's your call sign? I haven't heard your ID, and I checked in a little bit late, so I missed that part.
Yeah, no, my call is there. You're right. Sometimes I go a whole net without ID except on the front end. It's Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey, K4 PEW.
Okay, thank you. Just for my logbook. All right, 73 is to you and everybody on the net that can hear me. I'll just be sitting here listening on. KB4, KDL, back to the net.
Very good. That was Carrie, first time check-in. Kilo Bravo 4 Kilo Delta Lima. Carrie, and he's in Portland. And a good signal, good elevation too. And I can't imagine what you do with one of those monster antennas up there. You do very well. You'll be net control up at that elevation. Who else is north? Somebody's picket fencing. Is that north? Please come again.
It's Rick Paul.
Oh man, is Rick been drinking again?
I'm not sure.
I mean, his signal is up and down. Is he picket fencing to you at all?
No, he's not to me.
All right. So it's Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. How's Rick doing? Want to give me a translation, Mike?
Yeah, he said, the trees are full of leaves right now, and it probably hurt him a little bit. But he said, you sound good.
Yeah, but somehow the trees don't bother me. What kind of excuse is that?
Yeah, the trees just bother his antenna a little bit.
Very good. Good to have you in there, Rick. I couldn't understand much of what you said, but I can hear your signal and I hear it's you, but not so good on the audio because of the picket fencing sounds. It's Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. That's Rick in Ashland City. Who else is west, north or west?
KM4YRF, Mike, if you know where.
Do I have to guess? I mean, you're mobile? No, I know where you are. That's Michael in Belshire. How's it going, Mike?
Going pretty good, Paul. Got one more day of work, and then I'll be off for 3.
Yeah, are they still trying to pack 4 or 5 days work into 4 days?
Unfortunately.
Well, it could be worse. You could be sitting at a desk and rotting.
Yeah, it could be worse that we don't have enough business to keep us busy, but right now, man, it's we're turning it out.
Well, again, you live and work in a very dynamic work, environment here with Nashville. Even when things are bad, it's growing.
I tell you, man, every day it's nonstop. The only time I stop is when I eat lunch for 30 minutes, and then it's on my feet and going until 4:30 when we quit.
They let you eat lunch?
Sometimes.
Man, they're pretty liberal.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think I told you the company I worked for, that they were a Texas company, electric contractor, and I was working up in New England. I learned that was the first company I worked for out of the military, and they only knew, the supervisors were, I'm not saying they were taskmasters, but the only words they seemed to know were "hurry up."
Well, we don't even have time to say that at work. Everybody knows what they've got to do, and we just do it.
I got to admit, though, I did a lot of big work for that company. We did a lot of work for that company, and it made fast work of it and good work. So it's all good. I mean, the working's good. It makes you. I was telling somebody on the air recently today. I guess it might have been yesterday. I think it was last night. Even for those who are, I'll say, forced to work their butts off, they could be working 4 or 6 hours overtime, working their butt off. They don't really want to be there because it's taking time away from their family, and they'll complain the whole while, and they're sweating, and they get home. The first thing they'll say, the wife will go, "What happened?" They go, "Oh man, you're not going to believe all the work we did today." It becomes a brag because they are proud of what they did.
Yeah, you're right about that. And my part of the job is getting the merchandise checked in and received and putting it away. And I've just gotten in a routine, and it's just kind of the same every day, and I just go at it.
Yeah, well, everything in that kind of a job is a discipline, because if you get it mixed up, everything gets all hosed up.
Oh yeah, and like now on Monday, when I go in on Monday after being off Friday, there's always stuff left over for me to have to catch up to.
Well, that's good. It's better than to come in and say, "Oh, well, we don't need you today."
Yeah, that is true.
Well, very good. That's Mike in Belshire. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is West?
Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor Jack and Donaldson.
Yeah, thanks for hanging in there, Jack. Everything well?
Everything's great. Did a little plumbing today.
Listen, I understand Joe's going to come by and pick up your weapons tomorrow. You okay with that?
Oh yeah, come on by. I'll give him the ammo first.
Yeah, he wouldn't know. He doesn't know what a 9mm is.
He wouldn't know where he is, so I'm not too worried.
Well, very good. Anything else for the net?
No, thanks for doing what you do, Paul. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor Jack in Donaldson. Who else is West? Please come in. Oh, very good, Greg. Yeah, I got you in there. A little rough copy, but I can hear you well. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. You on your way home from work?
Yeah, different schedule today, so 1 hour later than usual.
Oh, wow. I think you'll be able to make the 2 meter, the 10 meter?
It'll be close.
All right. Well, I'll be here a little bit after the net in case you don't make it.
Sounds good. I'll try to get in here.
Very good. That was Greg. He's mobile. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Normally, he works over in the east side of Nashville, but he lives down in Antioch. Who else is West? West or South?
Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet.
Hey, Jim. I think I heard somebody else in there, but how you doing, Jim? You're getting all ready to go, I'll bet you.
Yes, I am. We got stuff hanging out ready to be packed away and stowed away and put in the trailer and getting ready to go.
I don't think I asked you, how big is that trailer? In terms of the storage space.
I want to say it's 36 inches wide by 4 foot and 6 inches long and a couple feet deep or something like that. I forget the cubic feet of it. It's a nice little motorcycle pull behind cargo trailer.
Oh yeah, send me a picture if you can. I'd like to see that. I told you about that when I was up on our Adirondacks camping in 2009. They were doing. I think I told you about it, but I'll tell the others as well. The And I happened to catch on this 2-lane mountain road some biker who had died. I don't know how he died, or whether it was an accident or whether it was just a normal death. But they had a ride through the mountain because that's where apparently he liked to be, and they had a casket attached to one of the bigger bikes, and it was just towing it like it was towing him through the mountains.
Oh yeah, I'll send you the pic right now of the bike and trailer together, so you can get an idea how big it is. But yeah, I mean, I don't even really know it's behind me, but it's got room for our folding chairs that we need when we want to sit down and chill out, and I got the cooler for underway snacks and beverages, and all the clothes, and I mean it just makes a long extended almost 2-week time on the road so much nicer.
Oh, I'll bet. Now that doesn't have like a car does. It doesn't have its own set of brakes on it.
No, no.
Now I can't imagine that actually working well on a bike.
I don't know, it might, but you obviously you want the motorcycle to weigh a lot more than the trailer does, which in this case it really does. I think the max capacity of that trailer is like 600 pounds, and we're not gonna put maybe two or 300 in it at the most, and that wing weighs 900 pounds before we even get on it.
Yeah, no, you'll be good. I just can't imagine. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff you can pack in something that's up to 600 pounds.
Oh yeah, it's you can fit 2 grown women in it. I've seen a picture of that trailer with 2 women. I mean, I don't know why they were there, but that's pretty much how big it is.
I'm pretty sure your bride now might not be happy about that.
Well, it was before I owned it, so I had nothing to do with it.
Well, very good. You taking any ham gear with you?
No, I was thinking about taking an HT, and every time I've taken an HT or anything, I've never even had a chance to use it. And to be honest, it's about the motorcycle and the people, and I'd have to, even if I get an HF rig or whatever, I'd have to go seclude myself and set up, and it's just no time for that.
Yeah, I get it. You're there for another reason.
Oh, exactly. And in fact, I just got a phone call. Got groups of already people going there already, and a friend of mine, they've been on the road for almost a week now, and he called me and says, wanted to know where I was at. I said, I'm sitting home in my ham shack. He goes, ain't you on the road yet? I said, no, I'm giving you all a head start. I'll catch up to you. I'll meet you on Sunday.
Yeah, that ought to be fun. How many people show up?
We'll have, I want to say 200-300 maybe.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a Valkyrie ride-in rally in Billings, Montana this year. It's all about a bike they don't make anymore, the Honda Valkyrie. But a lot of us ride Gold Wings and what have you. And but I still own a Valkyrie, but I choose to ride the Gold Wing there, and they still let me in.
No, that's cool. You just bring pictures with you?
I will. Well, they know. I've had it. I've belonged to this club since I had the bike back in. Oh God, I bought my bike that bike brand new in '97. So yeah, we've been hanging out with the same people for 20 some odd years. At least I have, anyways.
Yeah, that's cool. That makes for a nice group.
Oh, it does. You get to know each other, and same cast of characters, just different parts of the country. And I haven't missed too many of them. When they had it in Taos, New Mexico, I didn't go there. Obviously, I didn't have enough time. Colorado, I missed that. And the first time in Billings was 2017. I missed that one. And a few others in the faraway places like La Crosse, Wisconsin. I didn't go there. But most of them on the east and in the Midwest, I have hit. So yeah, it's a good group, and it's almost like family by this time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's like any association of like-minded people. You do become a family of sorts.
Oh yeah, exactly. And even Suzanne, they welcomed her with open arms, and she has a good time with them. It's a lot of fun. It really is.
Oh, I'll bet it is. Well, very good. If I don't, so you're going to be leaving Friday?
Yeah, I'm leaving Friday around no later than 4 a.m. And first layover will be Blue Spring, Missouri. Then second stop on Saturday night will be in Kennebec, South Dakota. And then the third night, Sunday, will be in Billings.
Well, don't let the sound of your wheels drive you crazy.
Oh no, I got XM stereo.
Very good. Well, listen, have a great trip. If I don't talk to you again, and you and Suzanne be safe and have a great trip up to Billings, Montana.
Well, thank you very much, Paul, and the rest of the group. Looking forward to it. It's hard to believe that the big trip is almost here, and been planning for it and getting everything ready. And yeah, it's exciting. I always like the road trips. Anyways, that's what I live for. Anyway, 7-3 Paul, and good to hear everybody on the net tonight. Thanks for picking me up. KE4TYJ.
Very good. That's Jim in Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Pretty excited about it. They got a Valkyrie motorcycle club that meets up in Billings, Montana this year for an annual reunion. So, or an annual meeting. I'm not sure it's a reunion, but a meeting of Valkyrie owners. So they have a lot of fun. It's about 300 people show up in Billings, so that's kind of cool coming from Nashville. It's not a one-day trip. Who else is it? And north or west or south? Let's go that way.
Hello, Oscar Ford. Here, Alpha Mike.
Hey, Sam, I sent out that message to the whole 200 people on the mailing list.
Oh, wow. Oh, very cool, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it just occurred to me. I was like, well, heck, I'm right down the road from Paul. Maybe you guys will come hear some good music.
I'm in a bad spot with the wife's schedule and everything. I'd like to be there. That'd be great. In fact, I tend to like that kind of music, so I'd appreciate it. I'll see if I can't swing up there. We'll see. It's Thursday night. Anybody who's on the mailing list, Sam is, and his call is Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Alpha Mike. He's in a, you're going to call that a contemporary jazz band?
No, this is like a 30s or 40s style big band. I mean, it's got like 15 pieces. We do all the Glenn Miller stuff. We got some good singers, and it's kind of like an open rehearsal. 6:30 over at Victory Baptist Church, Southside, bringing lawn chairs, completely free. Some of the good golden oldies, as they were.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sam, I didn't fully understand what that was. And I'm telling you what, you'd probably have to have wild horses to prevent my wife and I from showing up there because we're both big band fans.
All right, man. Well, I'll be strumming that guitar. If you're out there, wave at me.
I will. Just to give you an idea, my dad played the saxophone through high school and up and through the 40s. And he was a big band guy. In fact, I have all of his old records and CDs of Glenn Miller and all those people from that era.
Oh wow, yeah. So you grew up listening to the good stuff. My old man was the same way. He started me at an early age, and I didn't care much for it when I was younger, but I grew to like it.
I don't know that I liked it. I didn't like it because my dad liked it. I liked it because it's what was played, and I enjoyed listening to it, and it had a quality to it that it was just so much different than, I'll just say, popular music, which is what I listened to in the 50s and 60s, because the big band stuff was just like my wife says. She goes, if she could sing in front of a band like some of those big bands of the 30s, 40s, she died and gone to heaven.
All right. Well, yeah, man. Sounds like you guys would get a kick out of it. In my job over at Centennial Park in Nashville, we host the swing dance every Saturday night in the summer, and we get a lot of people out there, and a lot of people can really dance that style. And we have a live band, and that's free too. So y'all come check that out sometime.
Well, yeah, keep me posted on that second one. Give me the schedule on it if you don't mind, because that's tomorrow night now up at Victory Baptist here in Mount Juliet. Now, I'm pretty sure that my wife and I'll be there.
All right, well, that'd be great, man. I'll look for you then. 73 to you. Thanks a lot, Paul.
Very good. That was some of you, all of you who are on the mailing list got that message. Sam is in a jazz band for like big band stuff, and they're doing an event at free 6:30 p.m. Up at Trinity, not Trinity. Victory Baptist Church here in Mount Juliet. It's up the north side up there, the northwest, off of, I want to say it's off north of isn't that one north of Old Lebanon Dirt Road?
Yeah, the church is off Tate Lane, which is near the stoplight. I don't know Mount Juliet that well. The main road, you pass the school and all that stuff. Keep going right there, right before the railroad track. There's a stoplight. That's Tate Lane. It's just up that way a little bit.
Yeah, I've been there, but it's been a while. I know what you're saying. Anyway, that was Sam. Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Alpha Mike, and he's in East Nashville. Who else is east or south?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, Larry, appreciate you hanging in there.
All right, man. Well, let's get on with it. K4 is where I'll be.
Very good. That's Larry, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor, and he's in Rockville. Great signal. Anybody else south? Anybody else south or west or anywhere?
Kilo Oscar 4 Tango Golf X-ray.
Kilo Oscar 4 Tango Golf X-ray. I think that's John, isn't it?
It is, Paul. Thanks for taking my check-in.
Yeah. Well, I hit the jackpot. I got your name right. I associated with the right call, so I'm doing something right today.
Every time. You do a good job.
How are you doing?
Doing well. Just listening and learning.
Oh yeah, it's all fun. I think. I mean, it's let's put it this way: if it was work, I wouldn't be doing it. You know the story.
I hear you. I hear you.
My wife tells me, and I don't think of that. I don't think of myself that highly. She goes, you could do a radio show, and I said, well, I do a radio show. She goes, no, I mean a real radio show on, on AM or FM. I go, I don't know about that.
I think you can definitely be a broadcaster for sure.
I did a presentation. I don't know. I hadn't thought about this in ages. I did a presentation for a large group. It wasn't anything special. I mean, we're talking, my God, back in '86, maybe. We're talking a long time ago. And one of the guys that worked with me had never seen me do a presentation. Not that it was anything fantastic, believe me. And because it wasn't. I didn't think it was anyway. And I sat down and he looked at me and he goes, man, he goes, you could be in broadcast, broadcast radio. I'm like, what?
I second it.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I get a kick out of it. I just get a kick out of doing the nets, but not because I think I'm that great. In fact, I think I fail miserably with names and calls and getting things right. Anyway, everything else going well for you, John?
Absolutely. Thanks, Paul.
Very good. That's John here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Oscar 4 Tango Golf X-ray. Anybody else any place anymore? Anywhere? Well, very good. We got 32. Unless I hear a complaint, I'm moving over to 10 meters, 28.415. One more. Who was that check-in? Man, I can only guess who that is. Anybody copying that station?
That's Steve.
Okay, I was pretty sure it was Steve. I didn't want to guess because it was really bad coverage. Let's give it another try, Steve. Yeah, conditions aren't too good tonight, but you're making it. I'm telling you that GP9 you have where your location is very good. Even under bad conditions, it seems to do pretty well. Yeah, I didn't copy all that, Steve. So I just hope you're doing well and suffering through the transportation gasoline issues. So appreciate you checking in, though. You were check-in number 33. That's Steve. He is our sole out-of-state check-in tonight. That's Alpha Charlie 9, India Mike, and he's in Scottsville, Kentucky. Is anybody else, any place, anywhere? Yeah, very good, Steve. Appreciate you being there. All righty. Any other check-ins before we jump over to 28415? All righty. Give me a second to switch over there. K4PEW. This is Kilo 4, Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 10 meters. Looking for check-ins from the east. Please come now. All righty, east or north, please come now. All right, got you loud and clear there, Danny. You sound good. Which antenna are you using now?
2 on a mirror mount mounted on the edge of the apex of the house.
Yeah, you're doing fine. It's not a big bad signal, but it's a nice clear signal with a good audio.
Well, if you wanted the S9 on yours, that's about what I'm getting on you.
Yep, yeah, you're about the same here. No, you're good. You're doing real well. Anyway, that was Danny. He's in West Gallatin, Kilo Delta 4 Golf. Ham sticks on a horizontal dipole. You have that horizontal, right?
No, I got a vertical. I just mounted it on a pole and got it stuck off the apex of the house.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm vertical, so that's probably why this get, you're not losing anything on the translation between you and me. So you're doing great with that 2 ham sticks and a vertical arrangement.
I think of it, I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Love to see it. Anyway, that's Danny, Kilo Delta 4 Golf, Oscar November in West Gallatin. Who else is north?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra.
Hey, very good, Paul. You're using that big whip, aren't you?
Yeah, it's that DX Engineering 43-foot vertical.
Yeah, it does well.
I didn't think it was much of a 10-meter antenna, but it does okay. The tuner and the Azu here tunes up to it.
Well, as you probably have been told about a billion times, and I know I have been, every antenna, at least unless it's cut for a specific frequency, it's a compromise.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think that was kind of the deal with the DX Engineering one. It's sort of like a compromise everywhere, and you tune up to it. And although it does pretty good on 40 all by itself, without a tuner, but no, I don't know. It works pretty good. I think I hear most people, but I could probably do better if I had an actual 10-meter antenna.
Oh yeah, no, you're doing fine here, but again, it's you're not that far away. That was Paul, Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra in the north part of Mount Juliet. Who else is north?
November Hotel Tango.
Hey, Hayes, we got you in there good. You're a little low on signal, but I can hear you fine.
Sounds good. I guess I'm at full power. This thing is, it only runs maybe, I guess the radio I'm on might do 15 watts on 5 batteries.
Oh, you think that's all it is 15?
Yeah, this isn't a full powered radio. This is one of those 10 and 12 meter mobile things on an Antron 99. It's a Mirage 2950, basically Ranger 2950.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine. You're doing. In fact, I made a little adjustment, and you're even coming in better when I adjusted the squelch. Anyway, yeah, when I adjusted it, it's better. So, yeah, you sound good. Are you copying other people well too?
I heard the last guy, so I'll be monitoring and see what I can see. I think this is the first time I ever checked into your 10-meter net, so I'll be listening. This is November 8th, November Hotel Tango in Hendersonville.
Yeah, very good. That's Hayes in Hendersonville. November 8th, November Hotel Tango. Who else is out north? Anybody north or west?
Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, Mike in Belshire.
Hey, Mike. How does Hayes sound to you at your location?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I figured as much. Well, he's shooting kind of over the water to you.
Yeah, but his audio was real good. His signal was good.
Yep, yep. How about I assume Paul was also good to you.
Yes, Paul was good.
And I'm sure Danny was too, now that I think about it.
Danny is always good to me.
Yeah, no, it's funny how that, I don't think he's any closer to you being in Gallatin, but it's coming across the river,
Yep, I think it's it.
Very good. That was Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, Mike in Belshire. Anybody else north or west?
Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
You copying everybody okay tonight, Jack?
Yeah, everybody sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too shabby tonight. I'm better than last week. Last time we had 10 meters. I remember it kind of being bad.
Yeah, tonight's a lot better.
Yeah, very good. That was Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack in Donaldson. Who else is north or west? Northwest or south? Any place, anywhere?
Call you doubles with somebody.
Yeah, go ahead again, please. Check in. I'm not copying anybody, Jack. Are you hearing anybody?
Charlie Victor Echo, I believe.
Oh, that would be Greg. Greg, that signal is, I can't copy you at all tonight. I'm not copying Jack at all. I mean, I'm not copying Greg at all.
No, I can't pull him out anymore either. Yeah, I can't hear you either, and that's unusual for me.
Greg, try it one more time, please.
He just tried.
Got nothing. See, I always blame the other person. It's not me. Well, very good. Anybody else, any place, anywhere, please come down. I heard somebody that time. Who was that? Did I hear somebody else in there? Oh, was that you in there, Steve? Alpha Charlie 9 India Mike? Ah, very good. I put on my headphones and now I can hear you, so that's great. Yeah, I'm glad you got in there. Yeah, very good. Quite a bit of noise in there tonight coming from the north. So, but I'm glad you made it in there. Which antenna are you using on the 10 meters? Yes. Yes. What antenna are you using? Well, considering the conditions, it's doing a great job for you tonight. Very good. That was Steve in Scottsville, Alpha Charlie 9 India Mike. And if you can't hear him, you wouldn't have been able to hear him anyway through my audio. But when I put on the headphones, I could hear what he was saying. And again, Scottsville, Kentucky, Alpha Charlie 9 India Mike, and that was Steve. And so tonight we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 check-ins on 10 meters. It was a good night locally, that's for sure, for good audio. But I'll be closing out the net unless we have somebody else wants to check in. All righty, closing out the net. Everybody have a good night. K4PEW checking out for the night. 73. Yo. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. We always have a good time. I'll be over on 2 Meter FM if somebody wants to chat a bit.